Thank you for joining me this morning. Welcome to another presentation of the Silentsports video blog. This is episode 213. Today's date is December 17th, 2022. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Troy West saying thank you for joining me again this morning. Like I said, I always look like I'm looking up with the camera actually sitting right here. Thank you guys so much for the support as always. First day I will get out the way, I apologize about Thursday night usually my live YouTube day. I did go live on Twitch Wednesday, but I did go live Thursday. Pretty much just was tired, drained, so I wound up canceling. This was in jeopardy today. Work has been hectic this week, a lot going on, so but also just so much going on around everything, so I'm glad I was able to get on today, and I had to cancel, but I apologize about not getting on live Thursday, but I don't know, I might do a live tonight to make up for it, say Call of Duty or something simple, so make sure you check that out tonight. I will announce it if I am gonna do it, because I did announce I was going live Thursday and wound up not going live, so I apologize for anybody that was anticipating me going live, so sorry about that. But as far as the blog today, we're gonna take a look at some MLB Free Agency news. Major League Baseball comes a big signings this week, so we'll look at some of those. NBA news up and down segment as always. We'll look at yesterday's games, a couple of good games last night. We'll take a look at a few of those, and our up and down segment as we always do. And it's week 15 of the NFL, some huge games with playoff implications, as there's only 3 weeks left for the season. We got our big 5 games here on my list, and we'll pick the rest of week 15 games. There's 3 games today, all day, 1, 4, 30, and 8. So and then next week it'll be a weird week with mostly all the games on Saturday, which is Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day I think it's only 3 games in the NFL. It's next Sunday, so but we'll cover that next week. In the World Cup final, France and Argentina will meet for the World Cup Championship tomorrow. I think the third place game is today. We'll take a look at both of those games before we leave as well. But let's get started with the MLB Free Agency news. As it was quiet for a while, and then it's picked up the last 2 weeks. Of course, then the Bogart scored to the San Diego Padres. Padres are trying to stack up. They got a pretty good team now. Yankees land Carlos Rendon from the San Francisco Giants, give him a nice deal. But the biggest signing, which to me is a little surprising, Carlos Correa, $350 million 13-year contract with the the San Francisco Giants, excuse me. I was surprised by that. I think I know, was he in Houston last year or was he in Minnesota? Because a couple of those Astros guys have left. But anyway, huge contract for him. But I think the Rendon signing by the Yankees, that's huge. You need another pitcher to go with what's the ace name? Oh man, I hate when I do this. Yeah, but anyway, if the name pop up, I'll say something. Cause really it was all on his shoulders. The ace they got this year, I can't believe it. I can't remember his name, but anyway, now they got 2 legit starters. And then if Luis Severino be back to what he was, Yankees have a decent rotation. So it's killing me. I gotta look it up and find out though. Oh, goodness. Let's do it a quick way. What the heck? Anyway, maybe I could look at it here. Apologize for this. It's killing me. I can't let this go now. Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole. That's the ace that played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So him and Rendon and that rotation should help the Yankees out a lot. They was the biggest signings. I saw that who else got signed? Gallo went to the Twins. That's a small signing, but still could mean something. Mets did some stuff too. So yeah, baseball gonna be exciting when it comes back around. Still got a little while. Still in December. You won't be still thinking about baseball till February at least. So, but they was the big signings this week. Like I said, the Correa signing was huge. Let's take a look at the article, because I think he was in Minnesota last season. This is ESPN Plus. Yeah, but I believe he was in Minnesota last year. But yeah, so a lot of signings this week. You know what? Let's just move on to the NBA, because I'm gonna look at the last night's games. Sorry, all over the place this morning. Just so tired. Really glad I record. I be just getting off work, and I'll be tired. I'll be having brain freezes and everything. Well, not brain freeze, but I just go blank. My brain just go blank. I can't think of anything. We're gonna go into the NBA. Before we do the up and down, so let's look at some of last night's games. One of the big games, well, surprising loss. Celtics been kind of struggling. I probably should put them on the down list. They lost to the Magic last night at home, and they had a bad West road trip, losing to the Clippers, and the Warriors got them last Saturday night. They did beat the Lakers in overtime, but they haven't looked, I don't know. They starting to come back to earth a little bit. So, Cavs Pacers, that was a good game. I saw the highlights of that. Donovan Mitchell with a huge game. Sixers over the Warriors. I like the way the Warriors look though without Steph. The way they move the ball. I said that the ball don't move when he's not there, but I don't think they had Draymond Green either. But I like the way they moved the ball yesterday, even though they lost. Nets and Raptors, that was a good game. 3-point buzzer beater by Kyrie Irving. Gets the Nets to win there. Knicks over the Bulls. Knicks quietly right there in the East. We're gonna look at the standings in a second. Timberwolves survives the Thunder. Mavs beat the Trailblazers, so another big game for Luka. Lakers big win over the Nuggets last night, 126-108. So we take a look at the standings, man. Like it's still early. Like I said, Boston lost a few games this week. So Milwaukee pretty much right there with them again. Yeah, Cleveland, Brooklyn, Philadelphia is the New York Knicks. Like I just said, right now 6 in the East. Western Conference pretty much brushed up. Memphis is now on top of the conference. New Orleans, and then it's Denver, who just lost to the Lakers last night. Phoenix right there. Kings has probably been one of the big surprises. Them and the Pacers probably been the two biggest surprises that's still hanging over. Utah as well, even though they fell off a little bit. They started off real hot. Right now the Warriors won't be in the playoffs. They'd be just on the outside looking at a half game out. right now. As far as our up and down segment this week, though, for the up in the East, I got the Knicks. Like I said, the Knicks 16-13, quietly, and winning games. See the dominant win over the Bulls last night. Jalen Brunson seemed like wasn't a bigger mistake. Probably still overpaid him, but still, Knicks get something to stabilize their scoring. They look pretty good right now. We'll see if they can keep this going. Right now, like I said, 6 in the Eastern Conference. You expect some of these teams below them to improve. Toronto, Atlanta. And Atlanta's on my down list in the East, by the way. At only 500, I thought they'd be better. They started off pretty well, but they've fallen off a lot. The Sixers, I didn't know that James Harden was back, but he's back, so the Sixers gonna start winning games. So we'll see if the Knicks could hang around there. As far as Atlanta, since I already brought them up, I just thought they'd be a little bit better. But I think they usually turn it on in the second half of the season, so maybe you'll see them play better ball then. In the West, my up team is the Memphis Grizzlies. They on top of the West. Dominant win over the Bucks the other night. John Morant was supposed to be out for a while, but looked like he's still pushing through whatever injury it was. I guess it was a minor injury. So big win for the Grizzlies. I don't know, the West, I mean, I think the 1 seed is wide open. I think the West is really, really wide open. Clippers as well, that's another team that's been quietly getting healthy with Kawhi coming back and everything else. My down team is the Warriors, just because they just lost Steph Curry. But like I said, I like the way they looked last night. As far as the highlights, the way they moved the ball, Jordan Poole realized he got to step up. See, like he's ready to step up now. He's going to have to if the Warriors go to stay afloat. They Steph is out for at least a month, so we'll see how that goes. But I think they could survive it though. But they only 2 games under 500. These teams are not consistent. Like even though I like the Mavs, they're not consistent. They played well last night, but can they do that every night? There's really nobody in the West that's going to run away with it. So I think the Warriors and the Lakers, who've been playing better, even though they lost. I mean, they won last night, but they lost the other night. Who they lose to? To the Celtics in overtime. But they've been playing overall. They're playing better. So I think they still got a chance to get back into it. So we'll see. So that's our NBA news. No off the court stuff this week. So that was a quick segment as well. So let's go ahead and move on to the NFL and look at our week 15 games this week. It's 3 games today. The majority of the schedule is tomorrow, and then you got the Monday night game, Green Bay. They hosting the Rams. I think Green Bay is at home. Yeah. So okay. So let's get right into it. You go to my TikTok, all my social media is in my description here on the YouTube channel. Facebook, Instagram, I got my power rankings there. I think everybody sort of agreed with me this week. I get a lot of pushback. Last week I got a lot of flack for the Vikings, and then they wound up losing, so it made me look like I was wrong. But like I said, this week they could fall out if they lose today to the Colts, or if they don't look that good and still win. A lot of other teams that have 10 wins by then, I could, I reconsider the Vikings. But I'm just giving them the respect because they got 10 wins. A lot of teams don't got 10 wins. They started off 10-1. I think it was 9-1, 10-1, whatever it is. They now 10-3 now. Lost to Detroit, they look good. So we'll see how they look today at home against the Colts. But if they look at pretty average, they could fall out the top 5. And I do my power rankings every Wednesday, so check that out for a reminder there. So let's get into the picks. My big 5 games are on my sheet here. So those games I'll get more into detail about. The other games I'm just going to try to make the pick and move on to the next game. Okay, speaking of the Colts and Vikings, that's the first game today. Saturday, special 3 games today. NFL Network have all 3 of these games, but if you local and don't have NFL Network, I'm sure somebody locally will show you the game. So I'm not going to see most of these games. I'm only going to see the Ravens Browns because I'm in Baltimore. So I get that game. So let's talk about Colts and Vikings. I just brought up the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to win though. Despite everything I just said, I still think they better than the Colts. The Colts has just been up and down all year. Matt Ryan look like he might be near the end of his career. Lead the league in interceptions. So we'll see what the Colts do. The Colts, sometimes they had these crazy games when they show up. Could it be this game? It could be. But the Vikings, to me, got to prove themselves. I think if they don't blow the Colts out, like I said, a lot of people still not going to believe in them. So, but I got the Vikings winning though. And I think it'll be fairly close, but I think Minnesota will pull away. Ravens, Browns. This is a big game for the Ravens. No Lamar Jackson. And they need this win just to keep Cincinnati at bay for the division. Browns, though, Deshaun Watson is back. I didn't hear about this till today, but I heard he said something to the media about how he been playing, that his team needed to be better and all this stuff. I don't think that was smart if he did say that, but at the same time, the man ain't played in basically 2 years. He got the rest of the season to shake things off. I think he'll be definitely better next season. Browns are going to be a team to deal with for years to come if they keep this team together. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in that backfield, the defense with Myles Garrett flying all over the place. So this is a scary game for the Ravens, but I think they somehow pull it out. Tyler Huntley supposed to be getting the start. He ain't practiced a lot this week because he was in concussion protocol, but basically that's all they have on the roster other than the rookie, Anthony Brown. So big game for the Ravens, but I think they somehow pull it out and get the win on the road. Night game tonight. Dolphins at Bills. Huge game in the AFC. This is on my Big 5 game of the week. Bills are -7. I think that's kind of high. Dolphins haven't been playing well the last couple of weeks though. And the weather and everything, pretty much everything is pointing to the Bills to win this game and dominate. But I got a feeling the Dolphins will give them a game tonight. I feel this is going to be a close game, but I still think the Bills will overtake them. And this will pretty much wrap up the division if they win this game. I think it does. I think they clinch tonight if they win the division. Speaking of that, I skipped over the Thursday night game. Congratulations to the 49ers winning on Thursday night 21-13. And they clinched the NFC West. So that division's wrapped up. And I think if the Bills win this game, I believe that will clinch the division for them because New England is too far back, I think. Yeah, because they 7-6. Jets are 7-6. So yeah. So I think a win tonight will clinch the division for the Bills just because it'd be not enough games, even though they lost to the Jets already this season. So, but I think the Bills do it tonight. I think they win. I think Josh Allen have a big game as always. We'll see how the conditions are. The conditions are supposed to be bad, especially it's supposed to be definitely cold, but it's supposed to be snow and stuff on the ground and everything. So I think the Bills win, but I think it'll be a close, hard-fought football game. Alright, let's flip the schedule over to Sunday. Eagles at Bears. The Bears, it's like they show little flashes that they could be good. Justin Fields, what he be doing. But the Eagles have just been so great, especially the last couple of weeks. I think they refocused. 9 points, I don't blame that spread. I think it'll be that, maybe more. I think the Eagles go in Chicago and win big. Falcons and Saints. This is kind of a big game, even though it's not on my Big 5. But Saints, Saints, man, I just thought they'd be better this year. Falcons, they decided to bench Mariota. They go into the rookie quarterback. This game is kind of tough for me. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I don't, only because the Falcons are starting a rookie. If they would start Mariota, I'd probably put the Falcons. Since they started the rookie, I think the Saints defense is still decent. I think that gets them the win. This is on my Big Five. Lions at Jets. What do you ever think? The Lions and the Jets will be a big game, but this is a big game for both teams. A loser of this game to me is probably eliminated from the playoffs because in the AFC, the Jets are fighting with the Chargers and other teams for the wild card, the Patriots. So I think the Jets lose this game, that might hurt their playoff chances. Same with the Lions. Lions a little bit more deeper predicament, 6 and 7. Got basically the whole NFC East in front of Giants and Washington and Dallas, even though Dallas is way ahead. So I think if they lose this game, I don't see them getting back into it either, making the wild card. So this pretty much is an elimination game to me. Lions, they look good the last couple of weeks, you know. Big win last week against the Vikings. Jared Goff, I gotta give Jared Goff his credit. I'm not high on Jared Goff, but he's played well this season overall. It's the Lions defense that worries you, but the Jets have to go back to Zach Wilson because of the injury to Mike White. So to me, the game is in New York, well, New Jersey, whatever you want to call it. This was a tough one for me too, but I'm gonna go with Detroit just because I don't believe Zach Wilson is gonna come, and some people think so. Some people think he might have just got more mature over the last couple of weeks and really focused and played better. And if he does, Jets got a good chance, but I just don't see it happen. I think the Lions get this win, and I think unfortunately this will hurt the Jets' playoff chances, and I think they probably won't get in. Steelers at Panthers. Steelers pretty much playing spoiler. They too far behind to probably make the playoffs. Panthers actually have a chance to win their division if Tampa wind up losing to Cincinnati and they win. They'd be tied with Tampa and will be, on top of the division. Basically, they control their own destiny, as they say. If they win out, they will win the NFC South. But I just think the Steelers defense is legit. I think Sam Darnold gonna have some problems. I think the Steelers go in there and get a tight, close win in Carolina. Cowboys at the Jags. And we all know how Dallas been playing. For the last few weeks. Dak Prescott though been a little inconsistent, but I think they just too much for the Jags. A lot of people say the Jags might pull this upset, and it might happen, but I don't see it happen. I think Dallas will take care of business and defeat the Jags. Chiefs at Texas. Chiefs, no question. 14.5 might be too high, but I think the Chiefs will beat the Texans and stay atop the AFC. Cardinals at Broncos. I'll go over the Cardinals just because the Broncos just are a mess. But Russell Wilson not playing this week. That's another factor. Even though the Cardinals don't have Kyler Murray for the rest of the season, tore the ACL. That was a huge injury. Hopefully he'll be ready for next year. But that's going to be tough to come back from that injury that quickly. So unfortunately for the Cardinals, that happened. I think Cliff Kingsbury is on the hot seat. Everybody's saying it. Surprised they fire him already. But I think the Cardinals will have enough to win the game. Patriots at Raiders. Raiders same way. Some part of me would have picked the Raiders, but I just can't. I just think Patriots are definitely good with those the undisciplined type of teams, and that's what the Raiders are. I think the Patriots will take advantage of the mistakes, and I think they win that game to keep their playoffs hopes alive. This game is on the top 5, Big 5 games. Titans at Chargers. Titans surprisingly been slipping a little bit at 7-6 on the Chargers at 7-6, but they've been playing up and down all year. I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. They just look a little bit better right now. Titans, unless Derrick Henry to me have one of those 200-yard games or something, I think the Chargers will beat them. And that will help their players. With the Titans, they're gonna make the playoffs because they're gonna win the South anyway. So So I think this game is bigger for the Chargers. That's the reason why I picked them as well. I think it means a little bit more. I think the Titans just want to get healthy, get the playoffs, and the chips will fall before where they made for them. But the Chargers, they try to get a wild card. They're not going in the West. They're too far behind. But yeah, so I think the Chargers win this game. Justin Herbert is a little bit unbelievable the last couple of weeks. Like I said, Tennessee though, like I said, I still like how they play. They don't hurt themselves. Mike Vrabel got them guys. They just play hard, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pull this upset. But I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. They just been playing better football of late. Another big game. Bengals at Buccaneers. Bucks trying to stay top of their division despite being under 500. Like I said, they looked up and down all year. Bengals will see like they reached their stride, like they ready to make a run, and I think it'll continue. I think they will go and tap and win. Tom Brady hasn't played well. I don't think that's a secret. But the whole team just saves off this year. But I still don't count them out if they make the playoffs, which I think they still will win the division. But I think they're gonna lose this game today. Tomorrow. Joe Burrow is doing his thing. I think Mixon is back, so they start to get healthy, and they about to make a run. I think it continues here. I think they go to tap and win that game. That's why I said it was a big game for the Ravens. As a Ravens fan, we gotta win today because Cincinnati is right there for the division, and then we played them the last game of the season. That's probably B for the division. So big game. I think the Bengals though beat the Bucks. Sunday Night Football, also a huge game in the NFC East and in the NFC. The New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. They tied with I was like 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna go with the Commanders though. I just think they played a little bit better than the Giants. Seems like they started to lose their identity a little bit. Saquon Barkley starting to slow down. So it's the offense. I don't know what they're gonna do on offense. Washington, I like I said, I like Tyler Heineke. I like how they play with him. Their defense starting to pick it up as well. I think the Commanders win this game and improve their playoff chances. So one game left. Rams at Packers. Both teams pretty much probably the two most disappointing teams. Green Bay only 5-8. Rams are 4-9. Baker Mayfield expected to start for the Rams. Aaron Rodgers still playing for the Packers. But I'm gonna go with Green Bay here. Like I said, same with the Rams. Big win though last week by Baker Mayfield. Basically being there for 2 days and doing what he did, that was amazing. But I think going to Green Bay, that weather and everything else, I think Aaron Rodgers probably one of the games where he's short a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Packers to win that game. So that is our Week 15 picks for the week. Like I said, you can go on my social media for more information on my football predictions, my power rankings and everything. So go on all my social media outlets. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm now on TikTok, so check all those out when you're done watching the video. Okay, let's just talk about what's to come up for the channel. And the World Cup final is tomorrow. Argentina and France. Today is the third place game. It's about to start in about an hour. Croatia and Morocco. Both teams with surprises. So for them to win third would be a big accomplishment for both of those clubs. So check that game out in about an hour. It's about 9:17 Eastern Standard Time. It starts at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I was able to start record early today. So the final, like I said, is France and Argentina. I'm rooting for Argentina because I like Leo Messi. Leo Messi plays for Argentina, of course. But I'm rooting and I'm predicting that Argentina will win. But I'm not a soccer expert. But France, I think they're the defending champs. They've been since '06 they've been a contender in the World Cup. So we'll see how this game goes. But I'm gonna go with Argentina just because I'm rooting for Leo Messi. So I hope they win that game. I'll probably watch it. There ain't be nothing else to do tomorrow. Probably before I go head out and get my time off. As far as the channel, y'all seen I started a new project, Broforce, a little side-scroller shooting game. I might do another video. I might do 2 videos of that today. The first couple of areas are small, so I might do a couple of videos of that later on. But definitely take a nap, man. I'm tired. God of War, more God of War. I might do a God of War video today. Modern Warfare 2, I did a couple of videos of that this week. Sonic Origins as well, playing the classic modes again. Basically that's by demand, because that's where most of my views come from. So I started playing that again, so you check all that out. But today, like I said, I might do a couple of Broforce videos and a God of War video. Now God of War is starting to get interesting with Atreus returning back home from Asgard with Odin. So I think the story about to really start picking up even more. But as far as Madden and NBA 2K23, I might just chill on those for a while, because like I said, my hard drive don't got enough space to have all these different games on it, which sucks. And so I don't know, I might probably by next weekend I might still do my live with NBA 2K23 Wednesday or Twitch. But other than that, might not see Madden for a while, or NBA 2K or 30s for a while, unless I do some moving stuff around. I don't know. I mean, I'll just we'll see. I ain't gonna say I won't, but as of now, at least for the next few days, you won't see no videos of that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Sorry for the sloppiness, man. I be pretty much walking in here like a zombie. Still trying to do. I didn't want to cancel today. I thought about it, but I didn't want to cancel today's vlog. We canceled 1 week because I was sick, and you still can hear me. I'm still congested. I've been dealing with this thing for a couple of weeks now, which sucks. It's going all over the country, all over the world. Everybody's sick, you know, colds, flus, whatever. So I hope everybody's feeling well. Thanks for the support. I had a rough week, I ain't gonna lie. A little frustrated. But like I said, the people that do support me, I do appreciate the support. That's why I try to put stuff on social media to get more of an audience. But the channel, like I said, other than me saying all that, the channel is slowly growing. I get like 1 or 2 subscribers a week. Sort of surprising. So, but you know, I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'll be back next week here on the blog as well. Like I said, next week will be a little bit different because the Sunday, all the football games on Saturday. So, but I appreciate you guys so much. Speaking of football, enjoy the football today. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love always. Check out all my social media, like I said. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the description here. I stopped putting it in the description. I was like, well, it's in the, you know, just to save some time. But I'll do it for this video so y'all can see it since I brought them up. So I put all my social media in this description, but you can check out my main page, and my description is all there, on my social media. So Troy West said, thank you for the support. Shout out to Helping Hearts 888. Shout out to Ronald Dragon of America. Somebody shouted me out. Let me pull it up. And I don't know if they're a subscriber of mine or not. I tried to check, but if you're a subscriber, you can privately, you know, keep somebody from knowing that they, you know, they're a subscriber, unless you become a member, which I ain't nowhere near on that level yet. Witty, yeah, shout out to Witty, man. I'm gonna do a post on him. Check out some of his stuff. His stuff is You know, he do like do-it-yourself stuff. He do a lot of random stuff. So, but I definitely shout him out. Probably post one of our videos on my community tab. I didn't even notice that he shot me out. So I'm guessing he's a subscriber of mine. But he shouted me out almost 2 weeks ago, and I just saw it. So I thank you guys so much. Like I said again, my YouTube family and my family on the outside, which is a bit frustrating. That's where most of my frustration comes from. The people that I'm close to, I don't get a lot of support from them. I get a lot of support from you guys, total strangers. So I thank you guys. Sorry about my voice. It comes and goes, and like it's starting to go. So let me go from this video. I'm Troy. I said thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out all my projects here on YouTube. Silentsports and Gaming is out. Peace and love, everyone. Thank you.